Welcome back. So right now we're going to look at how to sync changes we made on GitHub locally. So all the changes we made online on GitHub, we want to pull it to our own code that we have on our system. We want to see those changes on our system. So to do that, there are simple commands you can use. So first, you also want to keep your local repository up to date. So there's simple ways to do that. You can use git fetch. You can use the combination of git fetch and git merge. So git fetch fetches the code without integrating them to your local branch, and git merge will not merge them. So we're going to look at how to do that. So I'm just going to go to I'm just going to open VS Code. I'm also going to open our terminal. So I'm just going to cd back to our project. So our main project. So I'm just going to cd to our main project. I'm going to cd to projects / cupcake website. I'm going to clear this, and now we're in our cupcake website. If I say git branch, I just want to confirm that this is our main cupcake website. You can see now that we have three branches that we created for this branch. So I can just say git fetch. So if I say git fetch, it's just going to try and fetch this, so it has fetched the code that we have here. So we already have a fetch code, but if you notice our code, nothing has been updated so far. Nothing has been updated, although we've pulled it here, but nothing has been updated. So for us to merge, we'll just say git merge. So now we've merged the code, and just very simple, we've merged what we've pulled, what we had on GitHub. So you can say learn about nice cupcakes. So this is actually very good. But there's also another way to do that. You can also use the command called git pull. So it's a very simple command to use. You can use a command called git pull. So git pull is a very simple command. When you use git pull, you can pull a change. So we're going to see how to use git pull. So I'm just going to like make a change. I'm going to create a branch on GitHub directly. So I'm going to create a branch on GitHub directly. So I'm just going to come here to our main code, and I'm going to create a branch. So I'm going to say view all branches, and I'm going to create a new branch. And new branch, I'm going to call it remote branch. So now we have a new branch here called remote branch, and we have remote branch is just a copy of our new branch. So I can come here and go to git, and I'll say, now we don't have any access, like I can make a change to this remote branch. So we're currently on main branch. So I'm going to switch to remote branch, and I'm going to come here and make a change. So cupcake. So I'm just going to change the copy here to simple. So yeah, I'm just going to edit this. First of all, I'm just going to say this is simple cupcake website. I'm going to make a commit. I'm going to say change header copy to simple cupcake website. I'm going to remove this code that I did here. Unnecessary. So I'll just commit directly on remote branch. So I've made a commit here, but now I want to see this remote branch that's been created. I want to get it. So to get it now, we can just say a command we can use is git pull. So when we use git pull, it's just going to fetch all those branches we have here. So I say git pull. It's going to tell us what we need the pull to do. So we can actually configure that it's just going to be either merge or fast forward or rebase that we want from here, but we just leave it the normal way it is. So I'm going to check our git branch. So it's going to have a reference to, you can see now we don't have reference to our remote branch. If I say git checkout remote branch, you're going to see now that it to switch to our remote branch. And if we switch to our remote branch, you're going to notice that we have simple cupcake website showing up here. So in our remote branch, even though we didn't have it initially, But now we're able to link it by doing a git pull command that was able to pull all the changes made in our repository over time. All those changes. You can also specify you want to pull directly from a particular branch. So I'm just going to go back to our remote repository. Maybe make a change here. So I'm just going to say a website to experiment on Git and GitHub. Something like this would do. I think GitHub prefers just spelling this way. But let's say updated readme with more content. I always like writing more messages from here, so it really makes more sense. I'm going to commit the change. So I've committed the change here, and we're going to try and pull this from our from directly from this branch. So to do that, I'm just going to say, go to our terminal. I'm going to say git pull, and I'm going to say origin. Origin refers to the kind of to the repository I'm referring to, and I'm going to say the branch name. So I'm going to say origin remote branch. I want to pull the remote branch. I want to pull the change we made to the remote branch from here. I'm going to say dash rebase. So to rebase, I just want to pull it, and I don't want to make a merge commit. I want to pull it, and I want it to be added to the next tree. So if I do this now and I press enter, it's going to make a pull. It's going to make 2 insertions. And if we come to the code, if you go to our readme.md, you can see a website to experiment on Git. So this is actually very cool stuff. In our next class, we're going to see how to, from our local repository, how to push things to written in our local repository all the way to GitHub.